I am perfectly fine. I am here to educate. I'm here to educate. All right. That's stressful, but I'm here to educate.
I mean, a teacher's whole point of being at school is kind of walking people around to learn how to
Actually, it's
We need to stop that.
It's really fun to help.
Okay. Point well taken. It is stressful though. Here we go. Number one is true. That is something you guys will deal with later when we talk about circles. And it's more of a 6th grade concept. It used to be 5th grade, and they took it out of our standards.
Ooh.
Okay? All right? Number 2, that's a yes. And if you look at the weather reports, when the temperature dips below 0, they put a negative sign in front of it. Okay? Number 3, 0.00. 0.00. You need the 2 zeros after the decimal point because that indicates it goes out to hundredth place. Okay? Number 4, they are not congruent because they're not the same shape and size. Number 5, multiples, you would have to list like 9, 18, 27, for 45, or for 15, it'd be 15, 30, 45, and so on. And then the first time they would match up would be at 45. Okay. Number 6, the 5 fourths, you would do 5 divided by 4, and you would get 1 and 1/4. Number 7, you would have 5 groups of 1/8, and then you would add another 8 to it. So it would be 41/8. Okay. Number 8, area equals length times width would be your first step. And I hope you wrote that down and didn't just bought something down for a number. You would start with area equals length times width, your length being 6, your width being 3. And when you multiply those together, you get 18, and your label is square inches. So those would be your steps. Number 9, you can divide both 12 and 6, or 12 and 18 by 6. That's a common factor, is 6, and you get 2/3. Number 10, this is a concept we'll be getting into that is true. Okay? Please get that recorded and put away. And as you can see, I've not had time to come around yet and check assignments. Show them to me quickly so I can get around to everybody. And we'll start going over those because I think I can look, check, and talk about them all at the same time. I think I'm going to be able to do that today with any kind of luck. So if we take a look at number 3, what do you have to show?
At this time, we are ready for 5th grade choir to report to the gym. Thank you.
Okay, quiet in the hall. Where's your folder? folder. All right, would you please, if you were sitting near somebody that left for choir, would you please grab their book so that you can be checking theirs? What? You didn't do it? It'd be in your book. Put that on my chair right there. Just less attention. Number 3, what would you have to show first? Would you show the 4/5 or the 1/2 first? 4/5. Oh no, 1/2. Yeah. No? Yeah, 1/2. You would show the 1/2 first. You would show the 1/2 first. You should show the 1/2 first, and you would show the 4/5 second. You want the overlap? We want to know how many sections were overlapped. 4 of them were out of a total of
10. But then you can simplify it down to 2 bits. Oh.
questions on that one. Anybody?
At this time, we are ready for boys and girls basketball players to report to the gym. Thank you.
Oh.
Hello? Get your mask up, girl. Work on your Friday work. Work on your Friday work.
Okay.
We may not be able to learn today.
What?
We may not be able to learn math today.
Oh, we will. We'll learn some math. Let's get back here. Adam, work on your Friday work, please. Just a second. What page is this assignment on? 443?
Yes.
3 through 8? Is that correct? Okay. Back and forth. All right. Here we go. Yes. Is that it for you? All right. In your folder. Thank you.
I feel bad for people who have to do band, choir, and basketball. And they have to do so much band pieces.
All right, we're gonna go on to number 4. 3/4 times 1/3. So hop over to somebody else's book there. What do we show first?
We show the 4.
3/4 times 1/3. What do we show first? Quick. What do we show first? 1/3. Because we need the 1/3 there to find 3/4 of it. Okay. So now we show the 3/4. Ooh, that's not too equal. Yeah. They need to be more equal than that. That was pretty bad. That was bad. Whoa, oh, this is a bad picture. Let me start over. Let me start over.
At this time, anyone that participated in Run Club or volleyball, please report to the gym. Run Club or volleyball. Thank you.
Picture day or something? Wait, club volleyball, if you are. Is it the intramural?
Intramural volleyball, not club volleyball. Intramural volleyball. Three out of how many? 12? Did you get 1/4? Okay, go to a desk, check there, see if they got 1/4. If they didn't, just get up, go to somebody's desk and check. If they didn't, mark their paper accordingly. Huh? Is it correct? Okay, mark their paper so they know that. This was number 4. You know what I should do? Let's just throw them over there and people can check them when they come in. How about that?
What's up, Wayne? There's so many girls. There was a lot.
Really?
Anybody have a blue marker or a black marker in their desk?
Yeah, black one.
I have a blue one.
Thank you.
On the very left side.
Okay, there's number 4. Number 5, what was the problem?
3/8 and 9 3/3.
divide this into 8. And we shade in 3 of those. How many sections are double shaded? 6 are double shaded. Out of how many total sections? 24. We can divide by 6 over 6, giving us 1/4. 1/4.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Somebody check the other books there that nobody sat, please.
I divided it like, 2. Then I
Then you have
got,
to divide by 2 then.
I did 3, then I got 2 8, and divided by 3, then I got 1.
Yeah. You did it instead of 6, you did 3 and 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay. Have all books been checked? Okay. Number 6, what's the problem? Number 6,
3 fifths times 3 fifths.
that's what?
3 fifths.
Okay. There's 3 fifths. And we want 3 fifths of that, right? How many sections are double shaded?
9.
And how many total sections? 25. That can't be reduced, so 9/25. Does that make sense? Okay. Then there was a 7 and 8, right? Yeah. Yes? Yes. Okay. Have all books been checked? Okay. Number 7, she'll use half of the ribbon to make a bow, half of the 3/4, right? So it's half of the 3/4, so she's multiplying. What do we need there first? She wants half of the ribbon. The 3/4 is the ribbon that's there. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh my goodness, my sections are not real equal today. That's it. And then we want half of that. How many sections are double shaded?
3 8.
And how many total sections?
8.
That's in those terms. Number 8.
It's 7,
Are you checking all the books? Maya, you're helping check books?
oh,
Are we good?
Yep.
Okay. Number 8, he bought 7/8 pound of turkey and he used 2/3 of it to make the sandwiches. So he used 2/3 of the 7/8 pound of turkey that he bought. Does that make sense? He had to have that there first, right? In order to use it, he had to have it there first. Does that make sense? Okay? So we need the 7/8 there first. There's our 7/8, and now we need 2/3 of it. How many sections are double shaded? 14 out of the how many sections?
24.
Can we reduce that?
Yes.
Divide by
3.
All right. Check the other books, please. What? We doubled up before some people left. Okay, what questions do you have on those? All right, those of you who are returning, somebody did check your work, but I also left problems on the board so that you can look over it yourself during study time. Actually, check 7 and 8 real quick because I'm going to want to use the board. Check 7 and 8. Where's Ezra and Evan, huh? Oh, okay.
At this time, we are ready for these students to go to the gym quietly. Student council, spelling bee winners, spell
I don't
bowl,
know that.
science bowl, and math bowl. Thank you.
Spelling bee and spelling bee winners.
Go, mascot, quiet in the hall. Yes. Quiet in the hall, folks.
I know. You
All right. Do you have any questions on any of the assignment things? And today is Wednesday, we've got 21 minutes.
What are we gonna do? Because nobody's flexible. Or Johnson, give it a go.
We're gonna look and see if I've got a lesson ready. All right, let me teach the lesson. I'll reteach it when they return. I don't want you guys to waste it. There we go. It's more on multiplying fractions. I'm just going to teach you another piece of it. All right, 2/3 times 3/5. Just get out a piece of paper and let's do some practice problems. Today we're going to practice with the cancel method. If we do the cancel method, when we're done with our multiplying, you will not have to reduce. Okay? If we don't do the cancel method, here's what you're going to do which is what we've been doing a little bit of. 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 5 is 15. We've been doing a little bit of that, right? And then we look at that and we go, oh, what do they have in common? Their greatest common factor is 3, and we've been doing divide by 3 over 3, and that gives us 2/5, and then we circle it, right? Okay? That is if we do not cancel. All right? If we cancel, then we're going to take this same problem, and we're going to look at the fact that over here, we had to divide a numerator and denominator by the same thing, right? We divided by 3 in the numerator and 3 in the denominator. So if I go back over here, I can divide this by 3, and it gives me 1. I can divide this by 3, and it gives me 1. And 2 times 1 is 2, and 1 times 5 is 5, and I already have my answer in lowest terms. Oh.
That makes it
Oh.
much easier way.
Oh. All right.
Oh.
Okay. So you're looking for your common factors before you do any multiplying. But keep in mind, this had to happen with both a numerator and a denominator. It didn't happen with 2 denominators, did it? No, it happened with a numerator and denominator. So this always has to happen with a numerator and a denominator. Okay, we're doing this on paper. Okay, yes?
Wait, so that's fine, so.
We're going to do some more examples, okay? Do you want to hold your question off and see if it comes clear with more examples? Okay? All right. 4/5 multiplied by 1/6. Okay? If we do this how we've been doing it, we would get 4/30. And 4 and 30 have a common factor of 2. So we would divide by 2 over 2, which gives us 2/15, and we'd circle it, right? However, if we use the canceling method, this tells us that we should have had a factor of 2 in both the numerator and denominator, right? Right? 4 has a factor of 2. Gives us 2. 6 has a factor of 2. Gives us 3. Yes? Yes? Yes, yes, yes. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 3 is 15. It's already in lowest terms. Jonathan, does that help you with your question? Okay? All right? Now, we're going to try to cancel without doing the reduce at the end business, all right? Do you see a factor of a numerator and a denominator? Eduardo? 8 and 6 have a factor of 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is
28,
3 times 3 is
9.
7 times 4 is
28. But you can still, you still, oh wait.
all right. Why can't I divide 3 and 3 by 3?
What did you do? 1. 3 and 3 have a common factor of 3. Why can't I divide both 3 and 3 by 3?
There is one answer to that. What is the answer? They are both what?
And,
They are both what? Numerators. They are both numerators.
oh, that's fine, in the ending number.
There you go. Okay? What did you say? It does make sense or doesn't? Do you understand that we have, when we reduce, we're dividing by like 3/3? So it has to come from a numerator and a denominator? Came from a numerator and a denominator? Okay? All right. Get out a piece of paper, sir. Well, oh, not divided by, honey, that's the lie.
Oh,
There we go. 5/9 times 3/10. 5/9 times 3/10. Do you see a common factor of a numerator and denominator?
5 and 10.
5 and 10 have a common factor of what?
5.
5. So we would divide 5 by 5, and we would divide 10 by 5. You have paper out and taking notes. 5 divided by 5 is? 10 divided by 5 is? 2. Do you see another common factor of a numerator and denominator?
9,
Have a common factor of?
2.
3.
I was gonna say that.
3 divided by 3 is? 9 divided by 3 is? 3. 1 times 1 is? 3 times 2 is? 6. There's our lowest terms right there. Okay? Okay. See me before you leave class. Is there a common factor of a numerator and a denominator? Jonathan?
3 and 12.
3 and 12 have a common factor of what?
4.
Look again. 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. 12 divided by 3 is what? 3 divided by 3 is what? Is there a common factor of a numerator and a denominator? Finley? Have a common factor of what? 10 divided by 5 is? 5 divided by 5 is there a common factor of a numerator and a denominator?
Yes.
2 and 4 have a common factor of 2. Great call there. Not everybody sees that one. How many of you saw it? Good. Good. 2 divided by 2 is? 4 divided by 2 is? 2. We have reduced all that stuff. Look at that. 1 times 1 is? 2 times 1 is? It's already reduced for us. Okay? Now, had we not done all that canceling, our original problem would have been 30 over 60. That would have been our original. And then we would have had to reduce from there. Okay? All right? So when we do our canceling here, we're using smaller numbers. We're getting rid of having to work with bigger numbers. 30 over 60 isn't real hard to work with because there's zeros at the end. But there are always going to be zeros at the end. Our numbers get pretty large. Okay? How about this one?
Oh.
Is there a reason you're not doing anything? Okay, there's scrap paper back there. You can borrow a pencil. Come on, let's go. We have options in here. They're back on the counter. They're back on the counter. There's white paper. There's a pencil that Zachary left on that desk. Use it. What do you see?
15 and 10.
Have a common factor of what?
5.
15 divided by 5 is? 10 divided by 5 is? And, oh, Jonathan,
7 and 21.
have a common factor of?
3. Wait. 7.
7 divided by 7 is?
1.
21 divided by 7 is? Any other common factor before we close this baby out? Oh,
3 and 3.
3 and 3.
Oh.
3 divided by 3 is?
1.
3 divided by 3 is?
1.
Looky there. 1 times 1 is? 1 times 2 is? And there's 1/2 again. Are we always going to have 1/2? No. Okay.
Oh.
Now, who wants to do 15 times 7 and have to work with that mess? Not even me. All right. Okay. All right. And Jonathan just declared this is easy.
Okay.
All right. Some of you have been in here and seen several examples. I'm going to give you the assignment and let you get started. Those of you who were not in here for quite a while, I'm going to keep doing more examples. So depending on where you are and how you feel, you join in with the examples and we'll keep going. Does that make sense? But those of you who were in here from the beginning, everybody take a look at page 455, please. Because everybody's going to have to do this. Two through seven, use canceling. Keep in mind, if it's a whole number, a 1 is its denominator. So like if you look at number 2, it's 3 over 1. 3 over 1. Do you see that? Okay? So use canceling whenever you can. All right? Okay? Okay, for those of you who are still needing some more practice, here we go. Hand out if you're still needing more practice because you weren't in here much. You were not in here much, so you need more practice. Get your hand up. All right. Oh, this was up? All right, yeah. Okay. So focus on me then. The rest of you, if you're ready to get started, go ahead. 5 ninths times 3/5. 5 ninths times 3/5. We're looking for a common factor in a numerator and a denominator. And for those of you who weren't in here to begin with, let me show you why this works, okay, because you missed the beginning piece. 5 times 3 is 15, and 9 times 5 is 45. And if you remember right, we used to do things like divide by 5 over 5, divide by 3 over 3, remember that? Okay? Yes? No? So we looked for a common factor in the numerator and denominator of 5, in the numerator and denominator of 3, right? So instead of doing all of that, we're going to do things like, oh, there's a common factor of 3. That gives us 1, that gives us 3. Yes? There's a common factor of 5. That gives us 1, that gives us 1. So instead of waiting and doing it out here, we're eliminating all of that, and we're now saying 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 1 is 3. And we've eliminated all this middle stuff here. Okay? That make sense? Ezra? What? Because it's a common factor of here and here. See how we divided by 3 over 3 here? That tells us there was a common factor of 3 in a numerator and denominator. Okay? But that's where it comes from. Somewhere there was a common factor, and there it was, right there and there. Okay? So does that help explain where it comes from? Those of you who were not here earlier. Okay? So if we do like 2/5 multiplied by 5/8, we're looking for a common factor in a numerator and denominator. What do you find? Factor. So that 5 divided by 5 is, and 5 divided by 5 is, are there any other common factors? Have a common factor of? Nope. 2. 8 divided by 2 is? 2 divided by 2 is? And now 1 times 1 is? And 1 times 4 is? 4? So that should already be in lowest terms for you. Okay? Yes? I forget who all I'm talking to. Jonathan?
What's your dumbest
Friday work, and we got about 1 minute left or so.
No, it's divided by a whole number. If it's not a fraction.
Remember, it's like 2 over 1 or whatever.
Oh. Oh, so you would.
Whole numbers have a denominator of 1.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
All right?
I will only say 1.
If you have done all your canceling here, that final answer will be in lowest terms. If that isn't in lowest terms, you have not done all your canceling. Does that make sense? Ezra?
How do you do it when there's like a whole number?
All right, whole number. For all of you who are struggling with whole numbers, if it's 3 times, let's say, 4/9. Watch this, folks. 3 times 4/9. Any of you who are struggling with the whole number business. 3 is 3 over 1, right? Is there a common factor of a numerator and denominator? Yes, 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3. That is 3. That is 1, right? 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. Can I leave it as an improper fraction?
No.
No. So I do 4 divided by 3. And I get 1 and 1/3. Can I do it? Can I do it? Questions? Questions? Somehow your coat didn't make it to your locker this morning, even though I was darn sure I told you to put it in your locker. Questions? Okay, those of you who were in and out for pictures, 4, 5, and 6 were up over there. Somebody did grade your paper, but if you want to take a quick look at 4, 5, and 6, it's up over there. You can check that out before you leave class. Do you have a bloody nose or just running? Is it under control? You need to go to the office? Huh? Did you get your blood anywhere? Perfect. Do we have any questions over today's quick lesson? Quick, but it seemed to go on forever for me because I kept going and going and going. Did we understand it? Do we understand the concept behind it? Okay. All right. We ended up doing which problems? 2 through 7, right? And you're going to show your work, right? You're going to have it all done for tomorrow, right? And you're going to have a great day, right? See ya.
Wait, are we gonna take more pictures?
No, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
Dante, take all your things with you and clean those shoes that are on the floor. Get your folder in your...
I just need to rush the thing.
Kayla, thank you for your work. We just gotta be careful what we keep saying, though. I always have to kind of reel it in. I thought we can stay here. Yeah. Very professional. Can't get in that. Who's taking that? I thought Mr. Bolton said that. Whatever. No reason. Here's how to deal with it. When he gets like that, he means this. He's not mad at you. He's taking care of that business. And he wouldn't take it out on you. Anymore when I get like that, I'm not going to take it out on you. I have to. Okay? Yeah, they take me a minute to like bring my blood pressure down. Okay? But you have to take care of it. Just like somebody might take you off. So you don't turn around and take it out everybody around, right? Okay? So, yes, you'll see adults get angry. But, yeah, it makes you angry, doesn't it? You don't want somebody else in the classroom. So, you also, it's okay that you see that we adults take care of it, right? That's not okay to act like that, right? Huh? Well, there's that. I gotta be careful what I say. Because some people have problems, and we have to take care of problems, and I gotta be careful what I say. You know, I can agree and disagree, but I gotta be careful what I say. You hear what I'm saying? I need to be professional. Ma'am, I need to see your sign. Hey, would you girls tell Adam to come back in and clean out his desk, please? And, no, Mother's not here. So you did do it. But you didn't, so you took out. Well, she can. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Yes. I can't hear you. Okay, here's the deal, honey. If you feel threatened, you may move away to another desk. I do not ever want you to feel like you're going to get hit. You may move away. Feel free to do that, honey. Please, feel free to do that. You do not need my permission. You're right up there. I do not ever want you to feel like you're going to intervene, okay? Thank you guys for doing that stuff. And would you tell, Tyler, something to tell? Thank you. I don't know whose book this is in there. What? I don't know whose book this is. Did you put that in mine? Yeah.